As the painful accounting and the backbreaking cleanup continues on Florida's West Coast, residents in some of our communities are still picking up and figuring out what's next. The light of day 1 week ago revealed devastating pictures. You're looking at them there out of Delray Beach. It would later be confirmed an EF2 tornado that can produce winds from 111 to 135 miles per hour touched down late Tuesday night in the Kings Point community, ripping through a dozen condominiums. Anchor Shannon Cake and I, all of us here at WPTV, watched it unfold on radar, and Shannon then rushed to check on the community. And she's live tonight at the King Point complex in western Delray Beach with an update on the cleanup still underway in that neighborhood. Shannon?
Michael, well, most of that storm debris we saw that night and all of those damaged vehicles as we pan out to the parking lot, all of that has really been cleared away. And the neighborhood, by and large, is pretty much back to normal with an occasional tape that you see lining the parking lot and some improvements going on until you take a further walk as we continue panning around and you come upon condos like Richard Martin's.
The images.
It sounded like a freight train. Like a freight train.
Even 1 week later, are hard to believe.
I was in the house, and you could hear the tornado go by, and then it blew out my window in my bedroom.
In the dark of night, a fast-moving EF2 tornado clipped this community, tossing metal dumpsters, AC units, even cars into the air. It also pulled the roof right off Richard Martin's condo.
I just heard a bang. Everything was in on top of me. I was on the floor, literally under the table, thank goodness, with digging myself out.
That night, our cameras found remnants of Richard's home hundreds of yards away on a nearby golf course. This piece standing 15 feet tall after piercing the ground. At first light from the air, the destruction on display. But perhaps not like this.
Emotionally, it's just been incredibly hard on me.
Every day for more than a week, this is what Richard has to come home to.
Quite the mess.
Everything he owns is here in ruins.
As you can see, the roof collapsed right on top of Richard's bed here. Luckily, he hadn't gone to bed yet. He was out here, but the roof was peeled off the entire condominium. Everything inside is destroyed. The juxtaposition of it all, though, the china cabinet and the glasses still sitting there.
Outside his condo, the yard crews are cleaning up and the debris being cleared. But inside this home of a former teacher turned businessman turned baseball card collector in retirement, there's very little to salvage. But one blessing he continues to count.
You're lucky to be alive.
I've said it a million times.
So many times. Right now, you are looking live. This is 6 o'clock. As you look live inside Richard Martin's home tonight, Richard, one of two people, residents, who went to the hospital that evening after the tornado. He and that other resident, okay, thank goodness. He's heard from the Red Cross, talked to that assisted living facility. Neither can help him in his current situation. Right now, he is staying with friends. And as you can see, as you look on live tonight, his home so badly damaged, Michael, he simply will not be able to return here and live in this space. Michael.
Shannon, we see the damage from the big view, of course, as you well know, and then when you see it at that personal level, it's just gut-wrenching. And for people like him, what about federal assistance? Can he go to FEMA? Can that agency perhaps give him some help now?
It's a great question. Of course, they're very busy with the West Coast right now. He did call FEMA. They told him that because Palm Beach County has not been declared a disaster area, there are no FEMA funds for victims of those tornadoes that moved through this area, whether it be Kings Point or Wellington. FEMA funds just simply not available for Palm Beach County residents because that disaster designation hasn't been made. I did reach out to Congresswoman Lois Frankel's office, and she issued a statement for us saying that she is reaching out to the White House on this. And she said, quote, "I'm confident the victims will get aid in the long run." But in the short run, here we are back out here live, and many of these residents simply have no place to call home. I found in talking to many of them, friends are coming together. They've started some funds. We have that information on our website, WPTV.com. But Michael, as I leave you tonight, just so important. Richard did have insurance, but when he called his company to try to file this claim, they told him he only had coverage for theft and fire. Check your policies tonight. We're live in Delray Beach. Shannon Cake, WPTV, News Channel 5.